The NAACP has asked their protesters who are coming to protest an anti-voter ID law. They're anti-voter ID protesters, so the voter ID laws they're coming to protest. And here's the thing that says these are do's and don'ts. Do observe proper decorum at all times. Mm-hmm. Do direct media inquiries to the spokesperson. Do watch for people who join the march from the public and notify a marshal. Do immediately report any altercation, unruly behavior. Do remain calm if any altercation or disruption occurs. And do bring photo identification, a driver's license, passport, or any other valid photo. Keep it on your persons at all times. Why would you do that?
That's one of my favorite stories, that as they're protesting the voter ID law
and saying that you don't need ID,
they tell their protesters to bring ID.
Right.
Now, how can you do? Isn't that racist? Isn't that hateful? Isn't that minimizing?
Well, aren't you? Can I tell you something? What about all those people that want to march and they can't?
And they can't because they don't have an ID.
Because the NAACP is, and here's what's happening. Okay, here's what's happening. The NAACP is trying to box out anybody. Well, quite honestly, lower income families.
Yeah.
Who don't have the opportunity to have ID.
Not to mention the minority families who don't have ID.
Thank you.
Even though 70% of black people agree that you should have to show your ID when you vote.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
70%
say that it's wrong.
Say that it's right to do this.
It's wrong to do this.
It's right to do this.
You misread that.
It's,
a similar percentage of both Democrats and liberals, by the way. Agree that you should have a freaking ID if you go to vote.
In all of those polls, it's 65 to 75% people who just think it's reasonable that you ask somebody to show ID when they vote.
And I heard that on the news last night that this time when you vote in Texas, you have to have your ID. I don't know if that's I guess it's a new law. So there you go.
It's a hateful voter ID. Hateful.
Well.